Hi friends! So obviously we're doing something a little bit different today. Today that I am filming happens to be my birthday, and I wanted to do a really big, beautiful wrap for my birthday, and I wanted to film it for you. I'm also getting ready to go away on vacation for a little bit, and so I won't be filming for the next couple weeks probably because I'm not taking my computer with me. Unfortunately, my husband is basically in back-to-back meetings today, and his office shares a wall with the room where I normally film. So in order to not have him talking in the background of this video, I've had to take it outside. So we'll see how this goes. I also haven't actually attempted the wrap that I'm gonna try. So yeah, we're going absolutely wild today. So I've got my mini Bobo shaper on. I really wanted to do something grand and special. And so I'm gonna start with my exotic spice Shinylicious. So I really wanted to showcase, this is the, oh gosh, what's it called? Leaves Them Guessing scarf from the Rapunzel winter launch. I have been wearing this constantly since the winter line photo shoot. I didn't model this, but I did grab it to take home. And yeah, I've just been wearing it all the time. Do not sleep on this scarf. Like, all of the colors that I wear in the fall, this like marigold color, the blue, the navy, it's all here. It goes with everything. I love it so much. So I want to showcase this scarf today now that it's finally launched and I can finally show you guys. So I'm going to be starting, as I said, with this exotic spice Sparklelicious, and I'm going to put it on my head evenly and at an angle, just like so. And I've decided that when wrapping with the mini Bobo, I'm going to give myself a little bit more room here. When wrapping with the mini Bobo, I prefer to wrap a little bit lower on my forehead instead of showing hairline the way that I usually would. I'm going to go ahead and tie this at the back of my head. And then I am going to take this scarf up and crisscross it to create that V shape in the front. And just the way that I would for a regal wrap, I'm just going to tuck this tail end at the base of my neck. So one of the great things with the Bobo, the mini Bobo, is that because it's open in back, tucking things in at the nape of your neck doesn't get as bulky as it does with some of the other shapers. Okay. And because I'm going to have this crisscross showing in the front, I am going to smooth that out just a tiny bit. And now I am going to go in with this Leaves Them Guessing scarf, and I am going to make a Shira tails over top. So again, I know that I owe you sort of a basic wrap dictionary where I talk about things like, you know, what a Shira tails is. There's Rapunzel tutorials for it. You can search. It's really easy to find. Okay, sorry, there might be a couple of interruptions as cars and people go by. But the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Leaves Them Guessing scarf, and I'm going to put it on and do Shira tails. And so I'm going to have my short end over here and the long end over here. And Shira tails are one of those where the more you do them, the more you will figure out how short you need your first tail to be in order to make it even. So I think that is probably about right. Especially over the Bobo shapers, it eats up more length, so I'm actually going to give myself very slightly less. And see, yeah. And also just, it's better to have your the first side short than the second side that you bring around, because there are ways of shortening up the second side, and you can't really do anything if your second tail is too short. So I'm also going to tie this in a knot at the back of my head. And you want this to be coming out from the bottom, because that is going to give us the most even Shira tail effect. And now I'm going to take my Sparklicious, and I'm going to fold it relatively thin to bring up and across. And this is also looking a little bit short, but that's okay. I'm going to give it a twist over here to keep my edges in, and then also tuck that guy in at the nape of my neck. I really just need this to stay in place while I finish the wrap. And then the last thing is to complete my sheer tails, to bring this guy up and around. And let's see how we're looking in terms of evenness. All right, that's a little long. That's okay. We can work with that. So I'm going to bring it through right here. And now, because it's too long, all I'm going to do is I'm going to keep wrapping this around until my two tails are looking even. Maybe one more. There we go. All right, so now I'm just going to tidy this up. If there's anything that's gapping, again, it's really hard to do this. Not in my normal setup. It feels very strange to be wrapping outside. But that is it. And so here it is, my birthday wrap with the Leaves Them Guessing scarf. I really hope that you give this wrap a try, that you give this scarf a try. I love it so much. I've been wearing it constantly. And yeah, that's a wrap for me. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.